If you're a trades business owner doing somewhere between around 300,000 to $1 million a year, and you feel like the harder you work, the more your business owns you instead of the other way around, this video is for you. And if you've already tried to fix that problem and it didn't work, then this video is really for you. Maybe you've hired another technician, maybe two. Maybe you took on some more jobs and somehow the chaos didn't go down. It probably went up, right? This is why. You skipped a level. Let me explain what I'm talking about. I run a coaching program built around something that I call the Delegation Priority Pyramid. And in this video, I'm going to give it all away to you. It's 6 levels, and it's the exact order for taking a trades business or a service-based business past $1 million without losing your mind, without losing your marriage, or losing your weekends. Nearly every business owner that I talk to is stuck because they've skipped level 1 and they try to start on level 2, maybe 3. So today we're going to fix that. I'm going to break down for you level 1. And by the end of this video, you're going to see your business differently than you saw it this morning. You ready? Let me start with some math because this is going to change the way you look at things. Okay? I'm going to plug in some numbers here as placeholders, but you just follow along. And if you know your own numbers, then you use your real numbers. Let's say you're doing around 350 grand in gross profit a year. So that's after taking out the cost of providing your service. And say you work the normal full-time year. That's 2,080 hours. That'll give you an hourly rate of about $168 an hour. Okay, now think about last week. Stay with me. How much of your time did you spend last week doing $168 an hour work? And how much of it was spent on stuff like maybe sending another invoice out because you were in a customer's house 3 weeks ago and she still hasn't paid you for it? What about driving to Home Depot for the part that your tech could have grabbed but forgot? None of that is $168 an hour. That's like $15 an hour, maybe $20 an hour. And here's the part that nobody wants to admit. If you actually added up the hours that you spent last week on that kind of stuff, it would probably be somewhere between 10 and 20 hours, maybe even more. That's not a little leak in the business. That's a hole in the bottom of your boat, man. 20 hours a week is half of your time. That's half of your $168 per hour time, which is 175 grand of the 350 that you made all year is spent doing stuff worth maybe 15 grand for the whole year if you just paid somebody else to do it. And here's why this is so hard to see. None of it feels urgent in the moment. It just feels like the stuff I gotta do, right? It doesn't feel like the thing that's keeping you stuck. The thing that feels like it's keeping you stuck is that you don't have jobs for your guys. Or maybe you don't have enough guys for your jobs. That's where you go. You hire another electrician or another plumber or another technician, and it makes the problem actually get worse. Yeah, I'm going to say that again because I don't think it made sense the first time you heard it. Hiring more help in the field before you've handled the first level here makes the chaos get worse. Why? Because every new tech is another payroll dollar, another truck, another stack of receipts, another schedule to coordinate, a day to call in sick, and all of that lands on whose desk? That's right. You doubled your output and you tripled your administrative weight. So now you're working 60 hours instead of 40. You're still the bottleneck on every damn thing. And that's the trap. And almost every owner I work with, myself included, has fallen into that trap at least once. So why does level 1 have to come first? Because that back office is where easy wins and cheap mistakes live. If you first hire a tech and they screw up, that's a $5,000 callback or a 1-star Google review that tanks your ratings. If your first hire is a part-time administrative helper and they screw up, you fix it before it leaves the office. The back office is where the work below your pay grade is living. And until that work is off your plate, you don't have the time, the headspace, or the bandwidth to do anything else on the Delegation Priority Pyramid in the right way. That's why it's the foundation. You can't lead a team if you're sending invoices at 10 p.m. You can't build a sales process if you're chasing payments on a Saturday morning. Every level above this one assumes you have time to think, and right now, you don't. If you're trying to be the operator and the architect at the same time, you're gonna fail. So here's what I want you to do this week. Open up a blank page, and across the top, I want you to write down every task you did over the last week that you can think of. Now I want you to go back and look at that task list and circle everything that is below your pay grade, that hourly rate we came up with. Just think, is there someone else that could handle this, or is there someone else that I wish could have handled this? Then add up how many hours those tasks took. That number is your starting point. Now here's where most owners screw this up. They look at that pile of to-dos and think, I need to hire an office manager. No, you don't, not yet. You start with one person. You start with a part-time person handling one slice of that pie. Maybe it's invoicing, or maybe it's owning your calendar. Or maybe it's just getting emails in the inbox. Start small, start specific. Right now, your only goal is identifying the work below your pay grade and moving it off of your plate. Because here's what happens when you actually do that. Most of the guys I coach get somewhere between 10 and 15 hours a week back right away. That's almost 2 full work days. What do you do with 2 extra work days this week? Could you spend them in the field? Could you get bigger jobs with higher margins that you've been turning down because you didn't have time to bid them? You could spend them training your guys so the work they do is closer to the work that you would do if you were out there doing it yourself. You could spend them at your kid's baseball game if you wanted to on Tuesday night without your phone blowing up. You could even spend them actually thinking about where this business is going instead of just reacting to whatever's on fire. And here's the key. Once this foundational layer is locked in, you unlock the next level of the pyramid. Because now when you hire a technician, the back office absorbs the new administrative load instead of it going on you. This is the difference between a job and a business. A job needs you to be there. You got to clock in. A business runs on structure. And level 1 is the first piece of that structure. If you watch this video and you're sitting there thinking, yeah, I'm drowning in this admin shit and I don't know where to even start, come find me on Instagram and send me a DM with the word admin so I know you saw this video, and I'll start a conversation with you about what level 1 looks like for you in your specific business. And I got playbooks that I can share. And if you want to see levels 2 through 6, hit subscribe. I'm walking through every one of them on this channel in the order you actually need to build them. I'll see you in the next one.